I just think, I think that there were some questions throughout the game as far as, where the strike zone was. And so, he's just got such good command and felt that he was getting squeezed at times. And, when you start to smell the finish line, I think the intensity ramps up a little bit. So, Clayton threw a heck of a ball game. And I think at that point in time, where he was getting frustrated, I felt that was good for him.
How difficult is it to take him out of a game, because he doesn't relent, and he has some emotion, some attitude?
No, he does, and that's what we love about him. His day, there's a different focus and an intensity, and I thought he threw the ball well, but I think that there's a certain point where the game was at, where it was going, and his emotion. I just felt that we got to get Petey in there, and where we're at in the season, to get him to go any further than that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And where he was at, and I felt that the lack of stressful innings prior to that, I felt it warranted and made sense to have him go back out there. He'll get an extra day on the back end for his next start. So, but as that inning kind of unfolded and he was getting a little too emotional, you have to make that decision.
The amount of walks for him is uncharacteristic. What were you seeing as far as his stuff and his command was concerned?
You know what? I actually thought the stuff was good, and I thought the command was good. I just think that, there were a lot of counts that he could have had punch-outs that didn't go his way, and I think that sort of led to the frustration.
Frustrated with Rick, too, and you don't necessarily see that from Clayton. Just your thought about that exchange when Rick, was he just saying, I'm good, I don't need to come out?
Oh no, he was. He wasn't. He was frustrated. He wasn't frustrated. I think that he was just again that competitor in him. And Rick asked him how he felt, and he was determined and felt good to go back out there for the eighth.
Do you have any sense with Gutierrez if it might be day-to-day or DL?
No, definitely not a DL. I think it's just one of those things where he came back, had a hamstring before to put him on the DL, and ran a lot. And so it was, for me, it was more precautionary and to upgrade the defense a little bit, get Tolles in there and get him off his feet.
95 miles an hour at the neck, grand slam, is that how you draw that up?
He's just got such good feel, on the bases, playing defense, and, at the plate. You got a guy that's got a big arm, elevating, throwing in, and he was looking for it, shorten his swing, and, got on top of it, and another big hit.
Got a 9-run lead in the ninth inning. Why is Ken leaving in the game?
I think it's just, where we were at, he pitched out of a big spot. And I can't predict the grand slam in the ninth inning and the 5 runs. And so where we're at, he threw 8 pitches. And so now when you have him going back out there, because your point is to get him in there for four outs, you just can't get a reliever and say, after he makes the last out, if Belly gets out, and say, go come in the game. So, and I can't predict a 22-pitch inning. So there's a point where he hasn't been used a whole lot. Weather coming tomorrow. He was already warm, and do I foresee a 22-pitch inning from Kenley? No. But so where it got to be, the pitch count started to get up there, then I got him out there.
Is it important to you to make sure that he gets a chance to get the save there?
No, not important, but I think it's just right there at that point in time. Again, it's who can we get in the game, and he was already loose. I had him pitch, getting ready for the 4-out save, and so I can't predict. Again, the line was moving, then Bellinger doesn't hit the grand slam, then he goes back out there. He does. No one's loose, and again, if he gets through that inning the way I would expect him to get through that inning, that part of the lineup, then I just, I don't see a conversation. I really, and I can't. If it was a 9-run inning, he wouldn't be in the game. I mean, if it was a 9-run game, if it didn't happen the way it did. For me, it just happened quickly, and again, you have to get a reliever loose.
Any more clarity on the game tomorrow? Is this happening?
From what I understand, in talking to, people that are tracking the weather, it looks unlikely.